I'm gonna be real with you guys. I had no idea what to film this week for a video. This was a problem until I realized I don't need to be creative anymore. That's obviously not true, but I do remember that everybody's been freaking out about AI and having the computer do these things for you. So I thought, let's see how far this can go into the creative process. I'm gonna give ChatGPT a couple prompts. We're gonna build a brand, and they're gonna build a web experience based off of that brand. So no more talking, let's go. First thing we wanna do is have ChatGPT help us build a brand. So I had a little bit of an idea. I know I want to do some type of digital product. Let's say we'll base it around text messaging. So I'll just give that prompt to ChatGPT and I'll have it develop a brand for us. All right, I'm actually pretty surprised at what it just spit out. It's just listing a bunch of descriptions about this fake company that I just made up. All right, let's elaborate. Let's build a brand guideline around this. I'm gonna give it the parameters of, I wanna use teal and purple as my colors. Let's see what I got. All right, I said I was gonna build a website based off of the brand we built, so let's have it develop as a sitemap. So no surprise here, ChatGPT had no problem creating a sitemap for this fake brand. I don't wanna build all these pages, I just wanna do a homepage, so I'm gonna ask it to build me a blueprint based off of the homepage. All right, I feel like I've just said a ton, and I'm scared that some of you may be a little confused, so let me break this down a little bit and just show you how crazy ChatGPT is. All right, so I went ahead and I printed off the script, and I just want to show you guys how crazy this is, because I didn't write this. A computer came up with this, and this is what we're building an entire brand off of. So let me just read this for you. TextLink is a web-based text messaging platform that allows users to send and receive SMS messages directly from their computer. Users can create and manage contacts, schedule messages, and set up automated replies to ensure that they never miss an important message. There's features, there's a target audience, there's a market strategy. I mean, it's got everything I need right here for me to go ahead and start building this brand app. That's crazy. All right, so now I'm gonna take all the information that this thing just spit out and I'm gonna visualize it. We're gonna get started with the logo. So let's get the sketchbook. All right, so I got my sketchbook out and I know that the name of this product is called TextLink. So obviously I wanna incorporate some kind of text or chat bubble into the logo. So I'm just gonna sketch out a couple ideas I have, and then I'm gonna put them into the computer, and I'm gonna start turning these into vector logos that I can then use for my digital product web experience. So this is techie, it's digital, it's a web platform, so I wanna make sure my logo represents that. I'm gonna go ahead and start building it in black and white. We can add colors later, but I'm gonna go with the sans serif font. Lowercase, I want it to feel friendly because, you know, it's texting and chatting. Maybe I want it for a younger audience as well. So sans serif, nice blocky logo. And once we have that put in place, I'm gonna start building out my style guide for the website on Figma. So that's what you see me doing here. All right, let's jump into Figma. Again, I'm going to set up the styles, and I actually use ChatGPT to do this. So what I'm doing is I'm just laying out all of the different styles that ChatGPT has told me, and I'll go through and I'll explain those to you. Colors, it gave me hex codes for my colors. I told it I wanted a blue and a purple, so easily spit that out for me. I also asked it to create me parameters for my H1, H2, body text, all that. Easily did that. It told me my H1 would be a font family of Monster App, 48 pixels size, 700 weight. It did the same thing for H2, H3, Open Sans for the body copy. So all I'm doing is just putting that together and visualizing it. So when I'm actually going and building my wireframe, I can easily select styles that ChatGPT has created for me. All right, so with those styles, I can go through and start laying out my wireframe. That's gonna be the base of what I'm doing. Now that I've got everything laid out, a really important part of building a brand and this web experience is imagery, right? So I like to use pexels.com when I'm doing these kind of projects because they're free, royalty free. I can just grab good, solid photos from there, but that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna gather a bunch of photos, and then I'm gonna start filling out my wireframe with these photos. So the first section, my big hero section, I've got text and a call to action, but I want a really nice statement piece, so that's what I'm building here. I'm taking this image of this lady on her phone, and I'm gonna change the colors to fit the colors of the brand that we've developed. And then I'm gonna start doing that for every little section, and you're gonna watch me put that together in a way that looks like a real good brand, and that conveys the message of TextLink. So that's what I'm doing. Now this part that I'm working on here is really important. Since it is a digital web product, a subscription-based product, pricing is going to be important. So usually we're going to have our freemium model, and then we're going to have the basic plan and then the pro plan. I want to make sure that I highlight this in the design. So I'm building out these 3 sections that just highlight the pricing structure, letting you know that one is going to do more than another. So that's what you see me doing here. So now I've got everything pretty much laid out where I like it. It's starting to look really good and I'm happy with it, but I've got to really fine tune some things. So I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to start just adjusting things. You're going to watch me fine tune this design a little bit more, and then I'm going to have something to show you guys. All right, so you guys have watched me ask ChatGPT a million questions. You've watched me develop a logo, build a brand, create a sitemap, a wireframe, and actually develop a landing page based off of everything that ChatGPT created. So after all of that, I have a finished product that I can show you guys. Let's look at it. All right, so we went on a journey building this site with ChatGPT, and I've got a couple thoughts that are just gonna wrap up this whole experience. Overall, I thought this was amazing. Like, I'm so amazed about what ChatGPT and AI was able to do. It just laid out so much of the groundwork. It took a lot of the monotonicity out of the tasks that I just don't like to do. I gotta be honest with you guys, I think a lot of the responses that it pumped out were super vanilla and generic. The sitemap, everything like that was just basic. I could tell that there wasn't a team or a lot of thought into it. It was just pulling very generic responses from the internet, which is okay. It gave me a great base, but I don't think that's going to be something that completely replaces the creative industry anytime soon. Do I think creators should be using this? 100%. I'm definitely going to continue using AI in the future when I'm developing and building. It's just such a good base when I start. Overall, I'm super excited to see where AI continues to go, and as a creative, talking to other creatives, embrace it. Don't be scared of it. This is a tool that we can use. I definitely think there's so much more to it than just the surface, and I know that there's a ton that I can actually still learn and develop from getting into this. So that would be my takeaway from this whole video. If you enjoyed it or not, I would just say, as a creative, embrace AI and technology. These are tools that we can use. Don't be afraid. We got this. Well guys, that's all I got for you. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up for me. And if you want to see content like this in the future, make sure you're subscribed. Until the next one, peace.